Okay, money, 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 money. How are we generating money? How are we generating value? How are we giving value out there? It's a two-prong approach, right? Because there's money, there's this intrinsic, inherent money, but then there's also the ethical and moral component behind it. There's the tangible, and then there's the quantum, energetically, what you're really about. Which oftentimes, when you are put into a position where you have to strike out, then you're either all in or not. It becomes a lifestyle or not. So you have the Knight of Pentacles here moving forward. This is slowly, steady, but surely energy. Not to say that you are going to have everything come to fruition, obviously, in the month of March. I wouldn't promise you that. But there is more of a sturdiness of where you're finding yourself again in your career path and where you're watering. There's a focus. There's an understanding of, okay, let me build upon this because I have a track record of a decade plus, or what have you, 5 years, 2 years that I've been watering this particular money tree or just craft or skill. So let me, tune out all of the drones, the drones and the buzz, the white noise, the distraction, and let me just kind of singularly focus on this. There is going to be, essentially a period and a phase of feeling where you're not being compensated properly here. But continue to go in, continue to kind of work out your methodology to charge and recharge and expel energy in the proper outlets, in the proper directions, and you will get a return eventually. Because again, this is going to be, the period in time of in phase when the universe is kicking the tires, essentially, until you kind of see that return here. But again, no energy is gained or lost here. Uranus and Taurus. So you're kind of adding to the bank, adding to the bank, adding to the bank until essentially this, big boom, bam, surprise. With the Uranus is this kind of explosive, rebellious energy. Saturn in Aquarius, though, this kind of restrictive harnessing of that kind of energy until 2023. So if there were a bang or a boom or a bomb to go off, I would say, as far as like a monetary windfall or an explosion of value or rising to the top, I would say that it would be more so when Saturn leaves Aquarius, because again, it's restricting, it's compacting, it's compounding that explosive energy until 2023. Then when it moves into Pisces, and now Saturn, powered by this kind of like hard-working, constantly putting efforts into your 10th house of notoriety. Now it's moving into this kind of dreamy fantasy landscape of Pisces, where essentially kind of all your dreams are fulfilled. Right now, Jupiter in Pisces, you're expanding upon it, you're dreaming upon it, you're reaching to the far off corners of what you think you can kind of aggregate, accrue, or manifest in this third dimension here. But let's see more about income. I see stability here with the Four of Pentacles, your bottom line. Okay. Let me see what else wants to come out. Spirit, highest possible messages for money, all signs, March 2020. Definite look into your life areas where you could kind of segue from the working harder instead of smarter with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So if you're more so in the kind of skills department of what you're associated with putting out in terms of value, maybe like a writer or a musician, definitely, yes, it requires the time put in and invested, but don't sleep on it, because that's when you're kind of going to see those impactful, they say 10 years to become an overnight success, right? Page of Cups, this is continuing to kind of charge your metaphysical, spiritual aura here. I recently came in contact with some chanting Om meditative videos, which essentially allow you to like replicate the charge, the power of the sun, the charge that the sun gives you from your root chakra, and raise that up to your crown chakra. So that will definitely, like a self-subsisting, self-generator, moving from gas to electric, but within yourself. Think about that. Because that, if we're talking adding value and the metaphor of you're a light bulb, right? What are you feeding off of? Okay, so this is a time as well to become hyper self-sufficient. We talked about the Ten of Cups in reverse. It correlates with coming out of relationship. And, there's no kind of artificial mechanizations here with the Star card in the upright. This person is just bare, self-subsisting to the naked eye. But what goes within them, what goes on within them to the tune of, pun intended, inner resonance, inner mantra work, inner spirituality, that can't be seen, okay? So hence, Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's not going to be about the action in and of itself. It's going to be at the vibration in which you are kind of existing in, so to speak. So, but with the Knight of Pentacles, this is sustainable. Again, regardless of that kind of external, the Emperor wears no clothes. There's no results. There's no tangible, and still that perceived defect is actually your kind of number one power, because it's self-subsisting, which is very cool here. Again, this wanted to be made manifest. I love when this happens because it lets us know we're right on par. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse offset with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. This leaps to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Pushes us to the Four of Pentacles in the upright. This is stability. This is a stable kind of baseline, bottom line foundation that you want to elevate from. And you will. Let me see what else wants to come out here in terms of value and money here, people. Coming out of conflict, Fool card. Yes. Yes. Flying high, baby. Soaring with the eagles. This is high vibe. This is Aquarius energy. This is ruling planet Uranus. This is Uranus and Taurus. This is the rebellion streak of going against the grain, carving your own path, and creating a lane for yourself. But again, you can only do this when you're not bogged down by, let's say, the frequencies or the energies of the Knight of Pentacles, the heaviness of the old Newtonian Knight of Pentacles, or the heaviness of the old Newtonian Five of Pentacles. This is the quantum, again, double Aquarius energy here. Light, loose, okay? Light and loose here, double Aquarius energy. Wish fulfillment, shock and awe, quantum and metaphysical, okay? So yeah, very cool. A lot of metaphors of like being a light in a dark room. A lot of metaphors of if an extra door opens and it's dark in that room, the source of the light doesn't diminish, right? You're still kind of being that source, but you gotta proverbially turn that light on as well. At times, and oftentimes what keeps us from turning that light on or showing up are those lower, lesser energies. Just remember that it's something that can be navigated. Okay, we have all the other 12 signs that we still got to get to, so I'm going to leave it there. Again, as always, feel free to like, share, follow. If you're watching this on the Patreon, thank you so much. Reach out for a one-on-one reading on to Aries. Let's see what happens. Yesterday, Aries had a badass love reading, so let's see if that carries forth. Peace.